What is going on, beautiful people? It is your girl, Christine Austin, and I empower families with cash fast because grief should not come with a bill. I am also a hiring manager for the lifenow Insurance Group. We are final expense specialists. And if you're interested in an opportunity, feel free to give me a call, 412 609 6264. Leave a voice message or leave a text message. As I get too many calls a day, I am not going through my call log to see whose calls I missed. So definitely leave a voicemail or a text message. All right, let's jump into this. Now, so many agents complain about buying or working leads as they feel as though they're wasting money. I hear it all the time that they don't want to split their commissions by paying half to pay back the lead balance, right? But the reality is, leads actually are making you money, even the ones you don't sell. Let me show you why. Using the example that I'm going to show you in the next couple of slides, it's going to show you how I am able to come up with this $178 every single lead. All right. So just follow me. Now, I'm going to show you these numbers using the 49 leads that I just purchased for myself today with the amount that it showed that I owe back to the company. Because here with my organization, my leads are advanced because I did go through training. So 49 leads ended up being $1,793. Now, I'm going to be using the national average of percentage sold for our branded leads for a new agent, not even a seasoned agent, but a new agent, as well as the average collected premiums for a new agent. Most agents take the cost, right? And then how many leads they received. And they do that whole calculation so that they can run around talking about, oh my God, I spent $36.59 for this lead. They're not answering the door. They're not answering the phone. They said they didn't fill it out. And you get all into a tizzy because somebody is just not ready. Um, and you may not have gone through training to learn how to navigate when certain individuals say they don't remember, or they say it's not a good time, or can't you send something in the mail, or can't you call me on the phone, and you call them on the phone, can't you just come to the home? There's certain things and ways that we get around that because, truth be told, they just didn't realize you were going to call, and they didn't know you were coming to their house right now. So that is just that automatic rejection that they are throwing out there. Just like when we go to the store and somebody asks us, do we need help picking out these jeans? And we know we need help, but we don't want to be bothered. So we say, what? Oh, I'm just looking. All right. So keep that in mind. But right now, we say this one page is $36. All right. Let me show you the reality. The reality is that each one of those leads, you've made $178.29 if you followed the system, if you were a brand new agent and your comp was 80%. All right. So these are examples. This is an illustration. I'm using the national averages and the average premium collected from clients year in and year out. Your results will be different. They're going to be based on your own work ethic. You can make more or you can make less depending on, again, your efforts. All right. So we urge you to follow the Life Now system so that you can be successful. Do the things that we're telling you to do. Don't think, just do what we're telling you. Follow the blue system. We are now partnered with a huge multi-million dollar marketing organization, and they provide professional training for each and every one of us, new and old agents. All right. And going to the boot camp is a must for my agents to be able to receive advanced leads, meaning that you don't even have to come out of pocket up front to get these leads. All right. So let's look at this example. Again, 49 leads assigned. They were $1,793. New agents should close about 30%. Senior agents, we're going to get the 40, 50, and even 60%. All right. So 30% of those 49 leads means that we should close 14.7 apps. All right. We're just going to say 14 apps to make it easy. The average premium per application for final expense clientele is about $65. Now, how we do this calculation is we take that $65, we're going to times it by 14 applications, and that gives us the total of $910. That's the amount of premium we collected. Now we'll take that premium, we're going to times it by 12. 12 signifies the year. So 12 months in a year. This is how we get our annualized premium. Some people look for the DNP, which is the discounted net premium. It is the exact same thing. 10,920 annualized premium times 80%. So this is going to signify an agent's commission. You may be at 70%. If that is the case, right here, you want to put a 70% when you do your calculation. You may be at 90, 95, or 100. Whatever your commission is, you want to put that number in here so that you can see your exact number if you were to follow the system. Again, for this example, we have an 80% commission. This agent made $8,736. Now, that's gross. The company is going to advance you 75% of your money up front. They're giving you 9 months up front. So we take that 8,736, we times it by 75%, all right? And that is going to be $6,552 that you were advanced, all right? You made 8,736. The company's going to advance you 6,552. I know, we're going to get there. We're going to get to them leads. So we advanced the 6,552. The leads were $1,793. We deposited 4,759. Okay. This is why it is important to know the numbers and not just think that every single one of your deposits are going to be split 50-50. They're not. Because if you're working the system and you're doing a minimum of 30% of those leads, you're going to be getting majority of your deposits 100%. All right? Are you following? Because your gross was 8,736. You were advanced 6,552. Leads were only $1,793, fam. All right? So you deposited 4,759. Now, with my organization, we also receive pay through. Most companies, they tell you you'll get your last 3 months in month October, November, December, the last 3 months of the year, right? But with our company, they literally take that amount that they did not advance you, and starting next month, you're going to start to receive that every single month. Excuse my dog. We're not going to redo this video. So here's your 8,736 gross commission. We subtract the amount that you were advanced, 6,552. The difference is $2,184. Now you take that and you divide it by 12. That leaves you $182 that you're going to start getting next month from this one set of leads that you closed 30% and made $8,000. Now let's get to how I got to this $178. So as we looked at that, our main gross was $8,736. That's your gross. You divide that by the total number of your leads, which was 49 leads. $178.29. This is why I said every single lead, even the ones that you did not even close yet, you've already gotten paid $178.29 if you followed the system, if you were at an 80% comp, if you did every app at $65, which we all know some may be 100 and something, some may be $25. It just depends. But the average is going to be about $65 a month. And if you follow the system and you do the work, those leads, they're making you so much more money than you could ever imagine. So let's stop thinking about oh, all of my commissions, all my advances are going to be split in half. And just let's start going to work. What I do is I actually set every 2 weeks a payday. I don't even deal with the monies that come into my bank every day. I look at just like if I was at a job every 2 weeks. And then I pay the bills, do the things that I need to do, and then I keep going. The blessing is with this company, we don't have to come out of pocket one, two, $3,000 at the beginning of each week to pay the leads so that we can go to work. All right. So let's go ahead, do what we need to do, and go order those leads. A great system would be to get 35 leads at the beginning of your first, second, and third weeks of the month. Hustle hard, help as many people as possible. All right. Your fourth week, you're going to clean up. That's going to be all those other people that you weren't able to get a hold of. Start making phone calls with those individuals, hit them on a weekend, hit them at a different time of the day. But your fourth week is going to be your cleanup week. Now you paid off your leads, made more than enough money, helped more than enough clients, and you're going to be able to get your pay through the very next month between the first and the fifth of the month. All right. So I hope that makes sense for you. If it doesn't, go back, maybe slow down the way that I speak. I know there's a little button that you can change how fast a person talks. Slow it down. Whatever you need to do. But the numbers work. The numbers work. I bought 99 leads. I did $20,000 in production, right? The numbers work. This month, I'm going to buy more leads because the numbers work as long as you do the work. All right. So God bless you. Have any comments? Put them down below. If you want to connect, 412-609-6264. Send a text message or leave a voicemail. But definitely understanding your numbers will help you have that clarity and that confidence to go ahead and do and follow the system. These individuals, these managers, we have been doing this for years, for years. If it didn't work, we wouldn't still be doing it. All right. So you want to be a six figure, multiple six figure, running towards your seven figures, follow the system and just keep doing it every single month. And you will blow your own mind. Peace.